Terry Gant of the Southside Gants is the owner of the Third Coast Comics. Excuse me, just Third Coast Comics, Third Coast Comics in Chicago's Rogers Park neighborhood. He has been nominated 3 times for the Will Eisner Spirit of Comic Book Retailing Award, given out every year at San Diego Comic-Con. Terry is obsessed with prog metal, pro wrestling, and the video game Skyrim. He notoriously hates pants. Terry, do you remember?
Cycling tights don't count as pants. Do you remember Whitesnake? So I'm going to give you the oral history of Whitesnake, but really only for 2 albums. The 2 albums that kind of matter. All right? All right, here we go. So that's Whitesnake. All right? David Coverdale had a band. I kind of need to actually see this so I can read the shit. All right. David Coverdale has a band. Yes, it still exists, and they look like this now. They kind of look like that. That's what they look like now. They're the most subtle band in hard rock as evidenced by the names of their albums. Trouble, as names go, this one's fine. Love Hunter in 1979. Ready and Willing in 1980. Come and Get It in 1981. Then MTV happened and everyone needed a music video in order to survive. Saints and Sinners in 1982. That's not so bad, I guess. Slide It In 1984. They had an album called Whitesnake. They just named it after themselves. But this is a really big album that's really important for them, okay? Now at this point, the motherfuckers in the US started hearing Whitesnake on the radio and started wanting to see Whitesnake live. The issue is that Whitesnake looks like this. And that was after they looked like this. And also this. Whitesnake had a problem. David Coverdale knows that Whitesnake needs to go on tour soon, so he does the only logical thing he can do. He invented reasons to fire everybody because they were ugly dudes. Then he hired pretty dudes. Rudy Sarzo of Quiet Riot. And this pretty ass motherfucking Adrian Vandenberg of a band called Vandenberg, which of course was named after himself. This part's important. Vivian Campbell of Dio. Right? And that's pretty ass Adrian Vandenberg again. Tommy Aldridge of Black Oak, Arkansas, who pretty much has looked like this since birth. He's always looking, he looks like that right now. And this is 1987. Then they went and made a bunch of videos that you may or may not remember, but this happened in one of them. To review, the ugly guys made the music and got fired. The pretty guys, and Tommy, made all the videos. The pretty guys did the touring, which is where all the money is. Except the 25-second guitar solo in Here I Go Again was played by pretty ass Adrian Vandenberg because Coverdale was sort of avoiding the band, especially guitarist John Sykes, who was kind of pretty, but was getting fired for not being pretty enough. Coverdale was in the Bahamas for legit medical reasons, while also kicking it with Adrian on the side. Remember this later if you're asking me questions while we're hanging out at the bar about it. It's time to record a follow-up album. There's Tommy up there. But Vivian quits the band and joined Def Leppard, which is kind of, I don't know. Probably because Adrian's pretty ass wants to be in all the pictures. Then Adrian injures his arm and can't play guitar for some time. No. So the band hires, y'all ready for this? Steve motherfucking Vai, y'all. Look at that, right? Like Steve Vai is so impressive, that cursory thing that I was doing in PowerPoint on, it's still in the picture. I was just distracted by Steve Vai's awesomeness. They recorded Slip of the Tongue with all guitar parts played by Steve Vai, obviously. Because look at him. He's playing all the guitars. Bottom line, in the 3-year period between Whitesnake in 1987 and Slip of the Tongue in 1989, pretty-ass Adrian Vandenberg only ever recorded 25 fucking seconds of music while also trying to be in everyone's fucking pictures. Fuck that guy. Thank you.